Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It is just after 5 a.m. and I thought I'd give you a little rundown on a typical morning in my life when I am at work, which is sorry, my brain is still not working. I thought I'd give you a little rundown on a typical get ready with me / what I do on a morning when I'm getting ready to go to work. If you're not aware already, I am a carer and I work in the community. My first call this morning is at 6 a.m. so I've got up at 5. I know sometimes I do feel like I could maybe get up a little bit later, but I do like to give myself plenty of time in the mornings to get ready, just that I can have a little bit of a chilled one and I'm not running around trying to do everything when I don't have time. So first things first, I need my coffee. It was so cold this morning that I needed to put on my blanket hoodie because the heating doesn't actually kick in until 5 a.m. so yeah, I'm looking a bit of a mess right now. We'll sort that out. I'm also going to be talking a little bit quieter today just because Emmanuel is off work today, which means he's still in bed asleep, quite rightly so. Who in the right mind would be up at this time when they didn't need to be somewhere? So yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee, see if I can wake up just a little bit, and let's get ready together. So last night I ended up picking my nails off. Oh, some of you are going to shout at me, but basically when I was away in Liverpool and I got some gel nails. God, I can't even speak. Got some gel nails whilst I was away last weekend, which obviously I can't have during work, so I had to sit and pick them all off last night, and they're feeling a little sore this morning, I won't lie, but I didn't have any acetone, I didn't have anything else to take them off with, so yeah, they're looking a little bit worse for wear. They'll be fine. I'll just pop some nail strengthener on them or something when I get my hands on some, but yeah, so usually around this time I like to sit with my coffee, and then I also have a little look through. This is my work phone. I've got my personal one and my work phone, and basically this has an app on it which tells me all of the clients that I've got for the day. So I like to sit and have a look through this, just give it a sync to make sure that they haven't changed anything overnight, because sometimes they do, which is fine though, because it doesn't really matter. So sometimes I like to sit and have a look through, see who I've got. If there's anybody that I don't recognise, I like to just go on and have a look, read a little bit about the history, and see what they might want doing for that day. This morning my first call is at 6, my last call is at 5 to 9 tonight. I have 20 calls in total, and I do have a little break between 1:30 and 3:30, so that's a nice 2-hour break, but then if I count time coming home and getting to the next call, I've got about an hour and a half, which isn't too bad to be fair. And I'm actually on a single run today, which means that I am going to be out on my own. Sometimes I do runs where I am with another carer if somebody requires a little bit more personal care, which is a little bit more hands-on. Sometimes you do require a second carer, but today I'm on a run on my own. To be honest, I think I prefer the runs on my own. I know it sounds so I don't know, but sometimes I just like to be able to just bob around on my own and just do my job, do my thing, listen to my music in the car, you know what I mean. From what I can see today, everybody I've been to before quite a few times, so I know their routine. So this should be quite an easy day, because yeah, it looks good. It's looking good. Guys, we have a sponsor for today's video, which is Oclean. I've been using Oclean X Pro Digital for around 2 weeks now, and I've got to say it's brilliant. It tells me both on the toothbrush and on that app instant feedback on how I've cleaned my teeth and make sure that there's no missing of the 8 brushing areas. As you can see, I've missed a couple of spots on this morning's clean, so I can go back and make sure I get them. It can also help me by setting up a supplementary brushing plan. The Oclean X Pro Digital has been approved by Connect Checking with Sehr gut, i.e. very good. And there's 3 modes, including the Sunrise Soothing, Sunset Clear Out, and Exclusive mode, which you can set up on the app to best fit your needs. They also have a 40% off sale during their Black Friday sale, which is online between the 17th and the 27th of November. I can honestly highly recommend this toothbrush. My teeth have never felt cleaner.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing.
Okay, speaking extra quiet because Emmanuel's just asleep next door. So I've just snuck in, got myself like dressed. I don't usually wear a t-shirt this morning. I will literally be walking around the house with my bra on, but I don't want to put you guys through that. So I've just kind of got dressed and I'm going to do my skincare, and then I've actually just got my makeup and stuff in the hallway, and I'm just going to do my makeup and stuff on the landing just because it's the only place I can really do it where I can see without turning a light on in the bedroom. So I'm going to do my skincare first. If you guys watch my channel normally, you'll know my skincare routine in and out, but if you don't, I'm going to start with this, which is the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, and then for the rest of it I've got the Pixie Glow Tonic Toner, the Power Renewal Serum from Avon. I actually really like this for being like Avon, and then I've got the Pixie Botanical Collagen Eye Serum. I've just realised I'm missing my moisturiser. I think that might still be in my bedroom. I'll have to go and sneak in and get that again.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today, and I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light.
The ever glamorous sitting on the landing doing hair and makeup. This takes me back to when I was like a teenager, and well, not a teenager, but when I was getting ready to go out when I was like 18, sitting on the landing. I don't usually do anything special to my hair, just because obviously I'm just going to be tying it up anyway, but I do like to just iron out a few kinks that I've got, just to make it easier to just kind of put it back, you know. So I also like to pop some hair oil in. Got to protect those ends. This is hair extensions, so yeah, I tend to kind of focus this mainly on my hair and then work it down. So looks good. Emmanuel is literally asleep behind that door, so I'm gonna go downstairs to do my makeup because I don't want it to disturb him. One thing I did forget to show you guys was my sunscreen. So this is the Body Shop Skin Defense SPF 50. Sometimes I wait to put this on just so that the rest of my skincare can kind of like settle in, is that right? Sink in, that's it. And then I'll put this on, just so that it's not kind of like just like mixing in with the other products and not really going on. So yeah, and it's really important to wear SPF anyway, but because I'm out and about all day, It's especially important. So yeah. So makeup, very, very minimal. Sometimes I don't put any makeup on at all. Maybe it's just like a little bit of mascara, but sometimes I do like to put a little bit on, because those days when I leave without putting anything, especially concealer on, like I'll look at myself in the wing mirror in my car and I'll be like, Jess, why didn't you just like put some, like a little something on, because you're not looking well, girl. So pop some sorry, my throat this morning is terrible. I'll just pop some concealer on just to kind of make myself look like I am a little bit awake. Okay, now sometimes it'll just be mascara and go from this point, but I think this morning I'm looking particularly ghostly. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of contour on, just a little bit at the top of both cheeks, across the forehead, down the nose, and then a little bit on the chin. It just kind of makes us look like I've made a little bit of an effort. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not like even blending this properly, I'm just kind of scraping it down. Which I know is not the correct way of doing it, but it gets the job done, do you know what I mean? That looks awful on camera. Hang on. Let's try and fix this. I promise it doesn't actually look that bad in person. So yeah, this is not like a makeup routine for you to like follow. This is not a tutorial by any means. This is just what I do to be as quick as possible in the mornings. This side's looking a little rough. Come on, girl. Blend. I don't know if it's just the lighting, because this actually doesn't look that bad in person. But anyway, and then I've got some liquid blush that I just kind of pop on as well. So I'm not doing like foundation, I'm mainly just doing like contour. Just give a little bit of definition, you know. And then I'm just going to set it with, I think this is like the Revolution banana powder. I've had this for like God knows how long, but it never seems to run out, which I'm grateful for. It probably, don't shoot me, is way past its use by date, because who knew that makeup had a use by date on it? But everything has rubbed off on this, so I really have no idea when it was out of date. Probably months ago, if not years. Well, I say years, I haven't had it for years, but I've had it for a very long time. There we go. Okay, in terms of brows, just a little bit of brow gel, just to go through them. I should really do this with a mirror and not the viewfinder. Just a little. And then mascara. This is my favourite. It's the Stila, hang on, Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. It's my absolute favourite. There we go. Okay. And then finally, I'm starting to look a little bit more alive, aren't I? I always get asked, right, what lipstick I've got on. I never really have lipstick on unless I'm like going out, but I do love this Nivea Cherry Shine lip balm. This goes with me everywhere, and I've bought this so many times. And it gives a lovely colour, just like a little something so that my lips aren't dry or pale. So made a bit of a mess of this mascara, but never mind. Anyway, what's next? Where's my phone? And then for perfume, I do have like a more of like a, I don't want to say nicer perfume, but I've got like a, usually I wear the Versace Crystal Noir, but for like day to day, like at work, I do have this Wonder Rose one from Zara, which I just like to pop on just as like a little scent, which isn't too like you've got perfume on kind of thing. It's just, yeah, it's nice. Okay, so I'm actually going to make my lunch now. I do have that gap where I'm going to come home for lunch. However, I like to just have it ready and in the fridge. So I'm going to make myself a couple of wraps. I've got some ham, some reduced fat soft cheese, and some wild rocket. And I'm going to be making a couple of wraps with that. just so I can like pop it in the fridge. Sometimes I'll take lunch with me if I don't really get that long of a break, where I can like come home and stuff, but the area that I'm working in is kind of like close enough for me to come home during that gap, so I'm going to leave them in the fridge so that I can have them later on. So in terms of my uniform, now it's time for me to get dressed. I mean, I am already half dressed. I just need to change my t-shirt into my uniform. In terms of my bottoms, right, so I wear gym leggings to work. Now I have actually spoken to my office about this and they said it was fine because they're not see-through and they're all black and they're quite smart. So so I do wear like black leggings. I just find it's the easiest thing for me to like move about in. When I did first start, I was wearing like black trousers and they were just so uncomfortable, and especially when you're out like sometimes for like 16 hours, they were just a no-go. So I did contact the office and said, yeah, that's fine, I can wear leggings. So I do wear like gym leggings to work, just find it easier. So yeah. Usually I'm not very much of a breakfast girly, and I'm still not, to be honest, but I am going to have a banana before I leave just because I am feeling a little bit peckish, and I don't want to be like grabbing a snack or something later on. Well, I might, I don't know, who knows, I might. So yeah. Is it too early for you, Billy? Didn't like that, did he? So it's 5:45, time to leave. I've got my uniform on, I've got the biggest coat on because my god is it cold outside. I am not looking forward to stepping out there and going in the car. Honestly, working through some of these weathers, especially when you're like outside. Do you know, I have a lot of respect for like delivery drivers and things because these conditions are not great. Especially the storm that we had. I can't even remember the name. Babbitt, something like that. I was working on that day and that was horrendous. That was the day that I learned that I needed a coat with a hood. Still haven't got one yet. If you've got any recommendations, let me know, because this is great for keeping us warm, but when it rains, I've got nothing. But yeah, got my huge cup of water because it is important to stay hydrated. This just goes in the side of my door in the car and I can just sip on it when I want. I'm going to go for one final wee before I leave for the day. I'll not take you with me for doing that though, so yeah, but I am just going to leave you here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed it and it's given you a little insight into my morning. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.